I'm back with another tutorial. It's been kind of a cloudy, rainy day today, but I'm happy with that because it made me stay focused and do some stuff in the house. I have a couple great recipes to share with you later while I am showing you what we're doing while I'm doing the tutorial. But I wanted to give you guys some good news. So your prayers for me and my mom has worked, and all your warm wishes for her, because she put an offer on the house that she wants yesterday and they accepted. So she's gonna actually be here in about 21 days and I'm so excited. I can't wait to spend time with her, and one of our favorite things is going to Hobby Lobby together. She's probably the only other person that I can go to Hobby Lobby with and spend 8 hours in there with her and never look at the same thing twice. So we're both very excited about that, and being able to do our grocery shopping together on Saturday mornings will be really, really nice. And she likes to can, and I don't know enough about canning. I've always helped her with it, but hopefully she'll be able to teach me more, and then we can can our tomatoes and all that stuff next fall, because I'm gonna try a garden. I've been wanting to do a garden. I finally am starting to get my green thumb, and I'm able to keep indoor plants alive for the most part, except for herbs. I don't know why, but I have a struggle with herbs. I bought 4 different plants. I bought, let's see, basil, rosemary, cilantro, and dill, and I killed them all. No idea, no idea. So if anybody out there has luck growing herbs, let me know, and maybe you can tell me what I'm doing wrong. Maybe I don't treat it like a normal house plant. Maybe I have to give it a little extra special care and love. I don't know, but let me know. I would appreciate that. So there was a person, Carolyn Mozone 12, who commented on the last video I did, the lava bead bracelet, and she said she wanted to see the necklace I was wearing at that time. So I decided to wear it again today, and here you go, Carolyn. This is my necklace I was wearing. Cute, huh? I have these earrings that I wear with it, and then I have a matching bracelet, kind of, you know, doing like all one color on one side. But I love these like moonstone squares. I cannot for the life of me remember where I got them from, but they're like one of my favorite, and I use them all up. And now I wish I knew where I got them from so I could order more, but maybe one day I'll remember. That's one of the tough things. I need to start writing things down so I can remember where I got stuff, or writing it on the package or something, just so I can remember where I got it. If you have any tips on how you guys keep track of where you find things, and so you can find it again, let me know, because for some reason I can't get that part to stay. It won't stay. All right, so I'm going to stop this video for a second so I can get up, and I'm going to show you guys what we are going to be doing. All right, I'll bring it back. Okay, welcome back. So if you've ever gone somewhere like a boutique, or you know, like sometimes a farmer's market will have things where people make things, or even like another craft show, you probably have seen these. So it's a stick with a bunch of little, you know, wind chimey type dangles on it, sun catcher-y stuff. It's a stick, literally a stick. So I've always seen them, and I'm like, oh, I think I could make that. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna give it a shot before I try to do any tutorials. So, you know, I went and I found my sea glass. It's not drilled, so I wrapped it, but I'm stumbling trying to do this with the camera. Sorry if I'm a little bit jiggly, but it turned out really cute, and it's really beachy. It's really pretty. When the sun was shining, when I had it hanging up the other day, it just looked so sparkly and just really lovely. So we're gonna actually make one of those today. And I will go over all the things that you're going to need to make this. And I think you guys are gonna have a lot of fun with it. My plan is to maybe try to do one of these for every like season, so I can have a different one hanging in my front window. This window is looking into my backyard from my craft room. That's my huge magnolia tree that has just gone crazy and it needs to be trimmed back, but it's so big that I don't know, I'd have to get somebody out here to do it. All right, so anyway, this is what it's going to look like, except for we're going to do a fall one. I'm going to have you guys watch me put a fall one together. I'll be right back. Okay everyone, I am back and I'm going to show you the things that we're going to be using today to make our sun catcher wind chime thing. So we have an assortment of beads. I have these lovely amber colors. These all came in an auction that I won from Wendy online, and I love all these colors together. I'm a huge fan of the amber color. It's really pretty, but there's some like more yellows and some more browns, these little swirly beads. They're really cute. So we're going to use those, some of those. I have a little mixture here. These little crackly beads actually have some blue in them too, and I thought that would be cute. Got some single beads that I don't have anything else to do with. I have some gemstone beads. I have these really pretty like little window beads, some little cubes, some leaves, and some little reds and almost like a fuchsia color, small beads. These beautiful, beautiful large agate beads that I got today at Joann's. I got these at Joann's as well today. And also what came on that strand are these other colors. So we might use some of the light colors too, I'm not sure yet. And if you just heard that, that is my very old cat. He wants out. So 1 second, I'm gonna let him out. There you go, Marmalade. Bye. All right, he wants in, he wants out. He's old, he doesn't know any better. Okay, so then I have some orange, and I have these large faceted orange beads too. Just a really pretty assortment. I have a bunch of gold spacers and even some little filigree leaves that we're going to use. I got at Joann's also today, some large gold leaves, and I definitely want to use those. Very pretty. We'll be using some gold wire. I have 22 gauge here. I am using the Beadalon German steel 22 gauge wire. I have an assortment of head pins and eye pins. I have some of my cheaper crimp tubes, and I didn't want to use my good ones on this, and some jump rings. We'll probably need more than that, which I have. I'm going to use this gorgeous sari silk. So pretty. So we're going to use that. We also will be, sorry for all the noise, we're going to be using these. I got these at Joann's today too. They're just really pretty. They almost look like a lima bean, but prettier. And we might use some wood beads. I'm not sure yet, but we're going to hang on to them just in case we're going to use those. So I wanted to make a fall one, and that's what we're going to do. It's going to be fall. And I'm going to move these beads aside so that we can look at what we have next. Bear with me 1 moment while I scoot all these off to the side, because we don't need them all yet. Oh, and we're also going to use some fishing wire. I got this on Amazon, and I've been using it quite a bit for different things like hanging beads from strings and stuff like that, and it's actually really good. So I do recommend this. It came in a pack of 3, I think for like, I don't know, 15 bucks or something. It was pretty inexpensive. I'll try to find the link for it and attach it to this video. So we have that. And then you have to go in your yard and find a stick. So that's what I did. Went in my yard, found a stick. My son took all the bark off of it. It's nice and dry. It's not a green stick. I had this done probably, I don't know, quite a while back, because I knew this was a project I was going to want to do. So on the other one that I did not have holes in it. Instead, I used the fishing wire to tie what I was hanging up around, and then I used a little crimp tube to crimp it off, and then I tied a knot and tied it back underneath again, which was fine. It's not noticeable, but my son came up with the idea of, why don't you drill holes in it? So I'm like, that's a brilliant idea. So he drilled holes in it for me, and I thought, okay, well then I'm gonna put these little cute swirly things that we can hang stuff on through the little holes. Really cute, huh? So I did almost all of them. I wanted to save one so we can run through that really quick. It's pretty easy to do, and I'll show you how it's done. So the first thing you're gonna need to do is you're going to need some of your wire. And I'm gonna find the end I wanna use here. Don't need much, probably about that much, so probably about 4 inches, okay? So get that, just straighten that out real good, run your fingers across it, let it get nice and warm. And then to do the swirl, you need your round nose pliers, and you're just going to start small, right here. See where I'm grabbing it? And you're just going to start making a loop. And just keep twisting around until you come back to the end. See, it looks kind of like a loop, but kind of like a, I don't know, like a backwards P or like a 9 or something, right? And then when you do that, you're gonna grab your chain nose pliers, or if you have the flat pliers, you can use those too. And you're just going to hang on to that loop right here. And then you're just going to push that wire up through your pliers. Oops, got a little crazy there. Try that again. Push it through your pliers. See, now it's starting to swirl. And you're gonna do that several times. See, just getting a little bit bigger each time we go through. Make that little swirl. And I think it looks like I did like 3 or 4 times around for my swirl. So I wanna be kind of consistent. It doesn't have to be perfect because it should look handmade, right? And it should look, like I want mine to look a little more rustic and not perfect. So, okay, we got that. And now, you know, I can't stick it through there like that because it's kind of, this is coming down at a weird spot. So we want it to stick up this way. So all we're going to do is take our pliers and just bend that wire straight up. See, now it looks like a head pin, right? So next thing we want is 2 of those really pretty faceted fuchsia red beads, and we're gonna string one on. And if I can find the hole, it's here somewhere. There it is. Okay, so now I got that on there, and now I want to put that through my stick. So there's the hole, and I'm just going to make sure I have it on the right side, and I do. And then we're going to flip it over upside down, put this bead on the wire, maybe. There we go. And then we're going to do a little wrap loop, just like the rest of these. And as you can see, some of my wrap loops leave something to be desired, but I'm okay with it. I'm okay with some perfect imperfections. All right, so we're just going to grab this wire right by the bead, right there. And it is a little cumbersome to do this on a stick. I'm just gonna let you know. It's kind of a pain, but we're gonna do it anyway. So, and then we just bend the wire straight over our pliers, rotate back up, come up and over the pliers, twist your hand back over, bring your wire underneath, and when you take it out, it should look like that, right? Okay, so now I want to grab my bent chain nose pliers so I can grab a hold of this loop, and then I can take my chain nose pliers and pull that around. This might be easier if I do it with my hands. Whoops. Pull that wire around to make your wrap. And see, this is why your wraps end up being like kind of weird, is because it's just so hard to work around the stick. And I think that's why I said, you know what, I'm just okay with it. We're gonna say it's messy on purpose, right? So there we go. Just a few times around, just to hold on to that bead and that loop and keep this in place. And it's okay that it's gonna spin around a little bit. I think that depending on where you hang it, I mean, if you hang this up against the wall, it's gonna be flat up against the wall and it's gonna be fine. But if you wanted to hang it somewhere, like on a branch outside where it's gonna get a nice breeze, then you probably won't mind it being able to spin around a little bit. All right, and then we're just gonna cut that wire off, save that little piece because we'll probably use it. And then we have this little snaggy thing and we're gonna tuck that in. Just grab a hold of it and push it down. All right. Boy, oh boy, that loop leaves something to be desired. All right. You guys get to see all my messiness. It's fine. I don't feel like I'm being judged. Okay, so moving along, we have everything done on this part. Now we just kind of make all of our dangles, and that's really gonna be up to you, like how you wanna do it. You can do them all different lengths. You can do them all the same length. You can do, you know, staggered longest to shortest. I want to do long on the outside and getting shorter as we go in. So I have 8 little rings to hang stuff off. So I'm going to have longer and just kind of, you know, it's not going to be a perfect measurement, but I just kind of wanted to look like that, almost like kitchen curtains, like if they were open or whatever, you know what I mean? So that's how I want it to look. So we're going to stick that aside. And now I started making some things to hang on it, but I wanted to show you guys just a couple examples of some things I made. So here's one. I made kind of like a little chain. Here's one, and I started stringing some things on it, and I have a really pretty focal hanging from it, and I didn't tie off my thread yet. I thought this would be cute if I hung that little sparkly circle over top of this leaf, so I did that. And then I wire wrapped one of the large agate beads and made a messy loop on purpose and put a little connector on top. So these are just some ideas of how you can do some of the things that you want to hang from here. We're going to go through a few of them step by step together just so you can see how we're doing it. And then I will finish that part up and we'll come back together to attach everything and hang it all together. Okay, it looks like we got kind of a little bit of a hot mess here, but it's okay. So when I had paused the video, I had made a few strands, and that way we could go ahead and have that ready. But we're gonna make the last 2 strands together here, and then we're going to attach everything to the stick with all of our little connectors on it. So we're getting really close to being done, and I'm super excited because I think it's going to turn out really pretty. And I've just started this weekend getting all my fall decorations out. And hold on one second, because my cat is playing with the blinds and he wants to stay in here, but he's making a lot of noise. Hold on one second. What are you doing, Cheeto? Here you go. So I had to open the blinds just so he'd stop pawing at them and making so much noise. So anyway, like I was saying, I just started bringing out all my fall stuff, and I have my wreath on my door and my centerpiece on my coffee table. And last year, my mother-in-law and my sister-in-law went and did one of those painting classes, and it was so much fun. It was a painting class, and they were serving mimosas and everything. So it was really fun. It was cool. And I'm not a huge mimosa person myself, but it was fun just to sit there with them and paint our paint our pictures. And it was fall themed. So I will make sure that I attach a photo of that to this video so that you guys can see it. We are not professional painters by any means, but all in all, I think we did a pretty good job. We look back at the photo and we laugh, but every year I get it out and I proudly display it because I'm not an artist, not a painting artist, and I'm still proud of it anyway because it was something that I normally would not have done. So, all right, so my last two ones, they're going to be a lot longer because I need the two at the very end, because remember I said I wanted to go longest and then. So just kind of like that. So I want to make these the two longest ones. And I don't care if they match or anything, but I do want to grab some of the similar beads just so that I can use some of the same colors in them at least. All right, so grab a couple more of those. Let's grab a couple more of these. And, you know, unfortunately, a lot of these beads, I have no idea where I got them from. I know some of them, I shop everywhere, you guys. I don't have one particular place that I like to shop. I'm always looking for the best deals and good bargains because I want the money I'm spending to go far. And I'm sure I'm not the only one who's like that. That goes with everything that I do. I want my money to go far. And I just realized I was totally off the camera. I'm gonna adjust. So what I did was I ended up making these two little leaf pendants to hang at the bottom. So I have the leaf and I have the little sparkly round disc hanging in front of it. I am so sorry for that, you guys. I spent the last full minute off the camera and I needed to readjust. So anyway, so I'm like that with everything. I plan out my groceries for the week. When I do my, trying to think of meal planning, but my one grocery store, I go to two grocery stores every week. I go to Aldi for a lot of things, and then I go to Meijer. And those of you who live in the South, or Meijer is kind of like a Midwest grocery store. It's kind of like a Walmart, but I go to Meijer for the other things, and I have the Meijer app. So usually Friday mornings they give what the new flyer is going to be on Sunday. And depending on what's on sale still from the previous week for Saturday, or what the sale is on Sunday, that dictates when I'm going to do my grocery shopping. So what is on sale is how I usually plan out my weeks. So for instance, if one week they have chicken and ground beef on sale, I'm doing a lot of chicken and ground beef meals. Not that I won't splurge and get salmon or anything like that, because I will. But we've gotten really good at making our meals around what's on sale. And with having two grown young men in the house besides me and my husband, it's really important that we stay on budget. So we do that. And my husband and I both bring leftovers to work. So if I'm cooking for a meal for 4 people, I'm actually making a meal for 6 people because we need 2 more servings for work lunches the following day. So that saves us a lot of money too. But then that also allows us to, on Friday nights, is our order in or go out to eat night. And it's usually also kind of our date night. I do believe that you need to have still, a dating life when you're married. It just gives you that alone time that you so desperately need to talk to each other and really hear each other's days, because I know during the week it's hard to stay focused on a single conversation when you have a million tasks that you want to do and you're trying to get everything done for the next day or even for the week. So it can be trying. So that's why we try to do that. And sometimes our date night turns out to be like our family date night, and we go play trivia on Friday nights. I know I've mentioned that before. And sometimes it's just us. Sometimes we have the kids that come along too. And it's just a lot of fun. We make it so much fun. So that's pretty much how we do that. And so just like with groceries, I do the same thing with my beads and supplies. I'm always looking for the most bang for my buck, basically. So, which is also really surprising why I have not done the bargain bead box subscription before. This is like the first year that I've done it. And I'm finding that it is really a tremendous value. And even if I don't make a bunch of sets of anything out of the box, it goes straight into my stash and I use it later. And some of the things I see, I'm like, okay, well, I don't want to make anything with that right now, but I'm going to save it. And then when I save it, I forget that I saved it and I stumble across it later. And I almost feel like kind of like a hoarder with my stuff because I'm like, I'm going to save that for something really special, but I know I'm not the only one who does that. And just like when people make things that I buy, whether it be like, you know, the polymer clay pieces or resin pieces, I tend to hold on to them for the right moment. I guess it's kind of like someone saving that really nice bottle of champagne or a bottle of wine for a really special occasion. But I have to remind myself that every day that we live is a special occasion. So we shouldn't save everything and wait for something really special to happen, because just being here and being with your family and your friends is special enough. All right, so we're getting somewhere with these. They need to be a lot longer than what we're doing. I do want them to be the same height, or the same length, I should say. So we're going to continue just to add to this. And I think I want to use a couple of these big, I'm gonna call them lima beans now. That's all I see is like really fancy lima beans. So we're definitely gonna use those. And I think I'm gonna put it on this one first. And I just have to always check and make sure I'm still on camera, because I'm always so afraid that I'm gonna be off camera and you guys aren't gonna see what I'm doing. And you're gonna be like, great tutorial, Jody. I didn't see a thing that you did. So here we go. I really watch for all the sales. I really, really watch for them all. And it just helps me buy more. And I rarely shop with a project in mind. I know that's probably the worst thing. But I shop and I find things that I just like, and I want the things that I like. I think maybe there was twice that I shopped for projects in mind. And most of the time I just try to go through what I have in my stash before I go out and buy anything else. And I've noticed recently that I'm running out of colors, or I don't have a lot of colors, certain ones. So my next shopping that I do, I need red, and I need all shades of red. I need burgundies and cherry reds and some, red with that has silver, and red that has gold, and red that has bronze. I mean, I need all of that. So red is on my list. If you can believe it, clear is on my list. And I have a lot of clear with other colors, but I want some just clear crystal beads. And I really am more fond of the rondelles than I am the round beads. And I really love different shaped beads more than just the round ones. I mean, the round ones are beautiful too, but I love different shapes so much that I tend to lean towards those, and then I end up not having enough of the round ones that I need when I need them. Okay. So I know this is like a agonizing process, watching me try to figure out what I want to do next. But but I'm hoping that you guys are really enjoying this. And I think that you'll see that once this project is done and you can see it hanging, that you're gonna be like, okay, yeah, I can see why you took your time doing this, because there's a lot to it. Keep wanting to grab the wrong pliers. There we go. All right, so we've had several different topics of conversation, and I really enjoy learning about each and every one of you, you know, when you're willing to give me some information. I think it's so much fun, and I really appreciate it. I was wondering about, so we've talked about books and we've talked about music. So what about movies? Like, what kind of movies do you like? Is there a particular genre that you tend to go towards? You know, are you a rom-com person, or do you like scary movies? Do you like mystery movies? Like, what kind of movies do you like? I myself, I'm all over the place with movies. I think it really depends on my mood, but I do gravitate towards suspenseful movies. Like I like movies that have a really good plot that leaves me guessing all the way to the end, and then, you know, all of a sudden I find out what I've been kind of watching for and looking for the whole time. I think the best one that I can give an example, like the kind of movie that I like, is, I don't know if any of you have seen The Sixth Sense. It's a really old movie now. I think that was from the late 90s, but that was very suspenseful. And it was also really shocking because the whole time during the movie, I was not expecting the ending. I was not expecting the ending. And I remember we were having a movie night, my first husband and I, and we were in the living room watching it. And my daughter was the only child at the time, and we had just put her down for bed. And so we're sitting there in the living room and we're watching it. And we got to the end, and I'm like, gosh, I'm really liking this movie. This movie was really good. And then all of a sudden, the end happened, and I said, I can't believe it. I didn't even think that the whole time. And I'm not going to say what it is, just in case somebody has not seen it, and now because I'm talking about it, you want to go see it, so I don't want to spoil it for you. But the ending to me was really shocking. It just was not what I was expecting. But then going back through the movie, it made so much sense. And it was an amazing movie. Anyway, so that's the kind of stuff I like, stuff that keeps me guessing. But then I also absolutely love movies. Like, I loved The Notebook. That one I will watch over and over and over again, especially if I'm having one of those days where I feel like I just need a good cry. And I know that a lot of you probably know what I'm talking about. Like, you just really need a good cry, good cleansing cry. That's my movie. I put that on and I immediately start tearing up in the beginning because I know what's going to happen because I've seen it a million times. I also like really good movies like musicals. So like The Sound of Music. I love The Sound of Music. I love The King and I. And I remember when I was a little girl and my mom, she always liked musicals. Well, she still does. She still loves them. And we'd sit down and we'd watch these movies together. And I remember seeing The King and I for the first time. And I remember seeing Yul Brynner and thinking, wow, he is so handsome. And still to this day, I still can look back at that movie and just see just like how handsome he was and everything. And he was so good in his role. And it was such an amazing musical. I absolutely loved it. It was a lot of fun to watch. But again, The Sound of Music, hands down one of my all-time favorites. I will watch it every time it comes on, and I will enjoy it, and I'll sing right along to every song because I know them all by heart. And I'm trying to think of what other kind of movies I really enjoy. There's some really good like romantic comedies that I've liked, but I'm not as much of those, into those as others. As far as like Christmas movies, I'm not huge on the Hallmark Channel. My mom loves all the Hallmark Christmas movies. I just tease her and tell her they're all the same. They're, in my mind. But then again, it is movies about Christmas, so of course they would all be the same. But I enjoy watching funny Christmas movies. Like I like Elf, and I love A Christmas Story. A Christmas Story is probably one of my favorite Christmas movies. And of course, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Those are my 3 favorites, and I'll watch them over and over the entire holiday season. So that's my question to you guys. What's your favorite movie genre, and what are your favorite movies? And if you want to throw in as a bonus your favorite Christmas movie or holiday movie, I know not everybody may not do Christmas, so if you have any other traditions that you do, let me know. All right, so we're almost done with this one, and I think it's going to be long enough, but let's do one more big chunky one up towards the top here. And when we do connect these, we're going to end up using smaller jump rings to connect them to our little connectors at the top. All right. Keep doing that. Okay. I hope you guys all decide to make one of these, and if you need to borrow my son to strip the bark off of a branch for you and drill holes, I'm sure he would love to do it. He's really good at helping his mom with things, so he's a good helper. Always has been a good helper. Oh, goodness, I can't get that little chunk off there. I'm telling you, I need to order myself a new pair of pliers. I think I'm going to do that this evening. I'm going to sit down and order a new pair. I know that a lot of people, not pliers, cutters. I know a lot of people like the Zeron ones, and I know that I've seen them on Amazon, and I think they're roughly around 20 bucks. And I think 20 bucks is probably about what I'd want to spend. But I do take recommendations, so if you do have a really good cutter that you would like to recommend to me, I would really appreciate it. All right, so there's that strand. I'm going to make the other one off camera, and I'll be back, and I'll clean up my mess, and we will hang everything, and I'll make sure you can see it hanging up in a window. All right, we'll be right back. Okay, so I got my mess cleaned up, and I finished up that one final strand, and now we're just going to lay it all out to see what we have and attach our jump rings to our strands and get those all hung up and attach our sari silk. And I think I'm really gonna love how this turned out. All right. And if you guys end up making one of these, please share it on the Facebook group, A Bead on a Wire Sales. That was Wendy's Facebook page that she started. And all of us are still on there and sharing ideas, sharing things that we've made. Please join us so we can see if you end up making something out of this. And if you do, can you please tag me in it? Because I would really love to see everything that you've done. So this is how we're going to hang it. I think I actually want to not have that one next to there. So let's do it this way. There we go. Now it looks pretty random. So we're going to go ahead and attach these on. I'm going to grab some of my smaller jump rings. It looks to be maybe about a 4mm jump ring or a 5mm jump ring. And we're gonna go ahead and just start attaching these. So this first one to my left, we're gonna start there. And I'm just opening up my jump ring and attaching it right to the loop. And then closing that jump ring right back up and making sure it's clicked on there. There we go. All right, and we'll do the next one. I hope you guys had fun with this, and I'm sorry I had to break it up into so many sections. Life goes on for me, whether I'm doing this or not. I have to stop for different things along the way. And I hope you don't think I wasn't trying to, give you guys my undivided attention and showing you things. My weekend's been a little bit more hectic here at home than what it has been in the past. And I'm sure that over the next few weekends, as my mom prepares to move, it might get hectic too. So I am probably going to try to bust out as many tutorials as I can in case I have to take a little bit of time off to be away. So I'd rather give you guys what you need and and what you enjoy than not having enough content for you. I know I love watching all these videos too, and I love to see what other people make. All right, so this one is going to go on the fishing wire first. So I just wanted to close it up a little bit. And the way we're going to do that, did I mess this up? What order that is in? I think it's, yeah, like that. So the way we're going to do that is we're going to take our jump ring that we just closed, and we're going to, oops, forgot a really important step. We're going to need another one of these crimp tubes. So we're going to, what we could do? No, I'd have to go dig them out. All right, so we're gonna put this crimp tube on. I was thinking that we could use like a wire guardian, and I think that you can string both pieces of the string through. All right, and then we're going to put on our jump ring. And then I'm going to make a loop out of it. Oh, I gotta put it through here first. I almost messed that one up, guys. That would have been I would not have been thrilled. Oh no, I don't have to do that. What am I thinking? Oh my gosh, can you tell that I am just all out of sorts today? Like I can't seem to think clearly or straight today. I don't know what is going on. I don't know if I just have so much on my mind because my mom told me some exciting news or what, but I need to get it together and I need to figure out what I'm doing here. Or it can just be like this, anytime that I am working on things. Sometimes I forget what I'm doing and I have to redo something because I did not pay attention to what I was really doing and I got too ahead of myself. And I'm sure everyone knows exactly what I'm talking about when I say that, because I feel like no tutorial, it's been my struggle for a long time. So, all right, now I'm gonna just crimp that down in the last hole first. And I know it may seem kind of weird, but if you know what, honestly, if you end up finding a better way to do it with the fishing wire, let me know, because I would really like that. Again, like I said, this is going to be for me. I'm not giving it away or selling it, so I'm not being super picky. I'm just trying to figure out a good way to do these, and this is my second one. So I would like to keep growing from here and make them better each time. So sharing with me your ideas is very much appreciated. All right, so I'm gonna open that up and attach it. I probably could have just tied it, but I just didn't really want to just tie it. I don't know. Again, if you have a good idea, let me know. All right, we're getting really close to the end here. Thank you for hanging in with all my little errors and everything else that has been going on. think I'll make one for Christmas too. Something really wintry, just, yeah, something really wintry. And maybe I can teach myself the macrame thing and maybe even put some string lights in it, because that would be really cute. I really want to try that out. I've never learned how to macrame, and I've always loved macrame stuff. Like, I have a couple of macrame plant hangers that I have bought from people, and they're really, really nice. But I would like to be able to make my own stuff, and I just haven't been brave enough to start. So I think I will look up some different ideas on what to do with things and make like a little supply list, and maybe one of these weekends I can head on over to one of the craft stores, probably Hobby Lobby, because they usually have everything on sale all the time. So that'd be another great thing. If you guys have done any kind of macrame as far as like with jewelry or home stuff with your beading, maybe you could, share that with the group too. That would be really nice. I've seen people doing the whole crocheting thing for jewelry, the crocheting of the wire, and I really want to give it a try. I have some really thin wire here that I don't really use very much. So it's either do that or just let it sit here and collect dust. So I think I want to learn how to do that. I can do a basic chain stitch when I crochet, but not much more than that. All right, so that just slid down over top of my other one here. All right. I put that through. It actually might be better that it did that. I don't know. I guess we'll see. If it falls apart on me, guys, we know that wasn't a good idea. And now it's just going back through the beads. Okay, that's not really what I wanted to do. Let's see if I can pull it out. Is that one of them? Yep. Where's the other one? There it is. I mean, it can go back through one of the beads. That I don't care about. It's fine. All right. Grab both pieces here. And there we go. Well, I hope that you like that I am making real decisions and real mistakes on camera and pretty much begging for any ideas, because that's what you're going to get with me. I am an amateur at best, and I am learning every day, and I am not a professional beader. I can bead professionally, but I don't take it super serious, and I don't know if I have it in me to take it so serious to the point that it would cause me grief if I didn't do something right. This is supposed to be fun for me, and not... Oh, I did that for, and not a chore. The minute it becomes a chore, I don't even know what I would do, because I love doing this so much, and I never thought I could be the kind of person who could get behind a camera and show people what I'm doing and be real with them and make the little mistakes and ask for help and have leather break. And I didn't know if I had the guts to do that, but you guys have all been so accepting of who I am and what I have to offer, and it's really given me the confidence that I've needed, and I really appreciate it. I feel so much better, and I'm truly humbled by all the nice things you guys have said. And I keep dropping that one. Why is it when I get to the very last one, it wants to be a pain in my neck? All right. See if I can get this. Gotta kind of flip that stick around. There we go. Gotta be smarter than the object you're working with, right? Okay. All right, so we got all of that on there. Now, let's like spread this out so you can see it. It's so cute, you guys. It's so cute. Oh my goodness. I can't even. Look at how pretty this is. Can you see it all? I mean, it's just so pretty. Oh, I love it. All right, so let's attach our sari silk. And the last one I did 2 separate strands on each side, but you know, these 3, they're 2 of the same color, but then one of this like green color. So I kind of want to mix 2 of the strands together. So I think I'm just going to do it that way. Because I think just mixing them together like that would be so cute. All right, and I had used these to hold them on last time, so, but I did it a little bit differently. So I'm thinking that if I strung it through, okay, this is where you're gonna see my thoughts, and we can see if I can actually make it happen the way I can picture it in my head, okay? I'm gonna just cram that in there. See if I can get it in there. Just enough so I can pull it out the other end. I could use a pair of tweezers right about now, but I think my round nose pliers might work just to pull that out. I'm always wanting to get like too much through a hole. Like that's just who I am. Like too much cord, too much sari silk. All right, I don't know if that's gonna work. So this is what we'll do. This is what we'll do. We're going to still use both colors, but we're gonna do the same thing that I did over there. So we're gonna cut these in half. All right. Got my great big scissors here. Cut that one in half and cut this green and orange one in half too. So I got my sari silk on Etsy and I absolutely love it. It's so nice to be able to just do, I'm not gonna use the orange, I'm gonna use it as something else. So I just wanna use this one. Look at like how I changed my mind. All right, so I'm going to do this. So anyway, there is a seller that sells, it's all these pieces and then she sews them together and it's really nice. It comes in like a big, like almost like a ball of sari silk, and then you just undo it and you can cut the pieces apart so you have your colors and you're separated, but there's so many different colors and patterns and almost all of them are those beautiful jewel tones and I just absolutely love it. I'll have to find her and then I will share her information too so you can purchase some sari silk yourself unless you already have a great place to where you get your sari silk from. All right, so apparently I can get 2 strands through, but I am not gonna get 4 strands through, which is fine. It's fine, I don't mind. But I definitely do like this green. And don't worry about the orange, I will use it on another project. I am always trying to find different projects. There was somebody, the Dancing Flamingo. I just started following her recently and she does a lot of really cute boho things. And I saw that she had made beads, pretty much like beads or connectors out of sari silk and wire. And I'm like, wow, what an amazing idea. So I don't know if you're watching this video, I'm kind of giving you a shout out and saying hello to you, and you guys should definitely try to follow her. All right, and then I'm just gonna tie this for now because I really don't know what more I can do with it. If you have a suggestion about that too, like I said, since this is only my second one and I'm kind of experimenting and you guys are just getting to see me experiment, let me know. All right, we got it all put together and now I'm going to pause this. I'm gonna hang it for you and I will give you some unsteady hand camera work and you can see it hanging up. All right guys, there it is. It's hanging up in my craft room window. It's not the best lighting, I do apologize, but look at how pretty it is. I'll give you guys like a little zoomed in view. It just turned out so cute. I'm super proud of it. Super, super proud of it. But I'm gonna go try to find a place to take a good picture of it so it can be seen better, because I think that this is not doing it any justice how gorgeous it is. All right guys, thank you so much for joining me. I'm sorry that this was like a really new thing to me, but I really wanted you guys to walk through it with me and make it together. If you end up making one, please, let me know. Show up on Wendy's page there and leave me a photo, and I will attach the recipes that I talked about in this video. After this video comes out, I will put a post out. So jump on over there and grab those 2 yummy pumpkin recipes. You won't be disappointed. Thank you everyone. Have a wonderful week and God blessings to you all. Bye.